Today I will share my Burning Crusade launch plans, the last preparations I'm currently doing, useful tips and tricks, and what I plan to do while leveling from 60 to 70. I expect Hellfire to be so crowded on every single layer, which is why questing might end up being pretty difficult. And back in 2021, Outland were so laggy for the first couple of days, it might end up being the exact same this time around. Not to forget that if you are playing on a PvP server, you will need to deal with gankers at the exact same time. Exactly why dungeons are a great and efficient way to level up, as you have got no competition and shouldn't notice the same kind of lag as in the open world. There are many reasons for farming dungeons. You will be getting a lot of rare items from boss kills and quests, not to forget reputation, which is important for when you reach level 70, as you can buy yourself rare and epic gear, heroic keys, hidden gems, and much more from the different quartermasters. I expect tanks and healers to be in high demand, so having such a specialization should make it easier or well at least quicker to find a dungeon group. What I've done myself is to mainly roll resto or healer on my shaman. My dual specialization, so my second build, is going to be DPS. It allows me to quest efficiently while looking for a new dungeon group. But didn't I just mention questing will be bad? Well, you can head right into Sankamarsh at level 60, where you got the opportunity to start questing. You won't be able to pick up everything, but still, it is a way for you to get away from Hellfire if you don't wish to dungeon farm, or simply just haven't found a group yet, but would like to level up efficiently while searching for a new team. But before we can step through the Dark Portal, then there's some last minute preparations I would highly recommend you to do, such as updating your add-ons to ensure everything is working the moment we move into Outland. Abandon and clean up your quest log so you're ready to pick up the new quest in either Hellfire or Sankamarsh. Get your gather proficiency to 300 to ensure you're able to pick up the new ores, herbs, and leather, and these materials will be so expensive during the launch week, so you can honestly make quite a bit of gold while leveling up. And the great thing is that in dungeons we can get the different materials as well. Do a couple of battlegrounds and farm some honor and BG max, as you can save those for when you reach level 70, where you can instantly buy rare and epic equipment. Even though these items are mainly for PvP, then they're honestly not too bad in the beginning when you start doing higher level dungeons, especially as a fresh max level character, where your equipment will probably consist of green and rare items. Make sure to repair your gear and buy water, food, arrows, bullets, reagents, yeah, basically what you need for your character to function, even poisons as a rogue. Make sure to head to the auction house and buy yourself consumables, such as flask, potions, and elixirs that will increase your leveling speed. Don't forget to sell your in-game classic items and materials that are still expensive. Most of these will all of a sudden decrease in price. I'm not talking about basic materials to level professions, but for example, epic items and so. You should consider preparing completed quests in your log and keep these for the release. Elite, dungeon, and raid quest rewards the most experience, so this is what I will prioritize myself. These we hand in the moment the experience bar is being enabled and quickly reach level 61. It is especially useful if you wish to get ahead of the competition of a solo leveling where you would like to get out of Hellfire as quickly as possible. What about those of you who don't want to prepare such things? Well, what you can do instead is to start making a 5-man dungeon team or start looking for someone to quest with in Hellfire or Sankamarsh. What is my own launch plans and what will I do on my way to max level? This I'll be covering right now. The moment the Dark Portal opens, I will immediately log into my different characters and get them to a location where I can start gaining rested experience. If you don't log into your old characters, they simply won't start gaining any rested experience at all. And this is so important if you got many characters to level to 70, because you're getting twice as much experience from kills whenever you have got rested. Next, I will be logging into my main character to hand in all the different quests I've prepared, and then I will head close to Dark Portal to pick up the first quest. But those of you who haven't prepared anything should just keep your main character at this location for when the Dark Portal opens. Here we pick up the first quest in a short chain that will take us to the first questing hub in Hellfire, Thrallmore and Honorhold. Next, I will head to the nearby innkeeper and change my hearthstone. The reason being that if you need to repair or well buy water and food, then you won't be far away from the Hellfire dungeon after using your hearthstone. Then I will start doing the different Hellfire dungeons, and I will be following my 60 to 70 dungeon leveling video, which is focusing on the best dungeons to do, important attunements on your way to max level, and it even ensures you're getting revered with many factions for heroic keys and rare items. I will of course leave this video in the description. I won't always have a pre-made dungeon team to play with, which is why I'll be questing while searching for a new group. However, questing shouldn't be underestimated due to all the reputation and important rewards you'll be getting from the open world, not to mention it being a decent and quick way to level up, as long as you know where to head and what quests to do in the correct order. Therefore, I'll be using a leveling guide, and the one I'm using right here will be left in the description. It has been made by the best speed levelers in the game, and you just follow the different steps. You will automatically hand in and pick up new quests. There's an arrow guiding you in the direction you gotta head to, and active targets you can press on to target whatever you either need to slay or interact with. It's working for both factions, but be aware there's a free and a paid version. The paid version will work all the way up to max level, including some reputation farms and an easy to follow dungeon leveling guide from 60 to 70. But sadly, the free version won't be working all the way up to max level. But you can test it out and see if you like it or not. By using the link below this video, you will automatically receive a discount by buying the full version. This helps me as a content creator so I can spend more time on new videos and guides. In the beginning, I won't focus too much on farming gathering materials, as I believe it will slow down my leveling too much. But I will obviously spend time collecting these materials if I'm currently questing at a location where there's a nearby herb or deposit. I will mainly try to focus on getting reputation with as many factions as possible, and low-level Burning Crusade dungeons won't grant you reputation past Honored, so when I reach Honored, I will either continue to quest in that zone as I can get more reputation, or I can swap to a new zone with a new dungeon to get reputation with a new faction. Besides following a leveling guide, then there are many important things to do in the open world to get insane rewards, such as Ring of Blood in Nagrand, where you will be granted a rare weapon at the end. There are many of these all over Outland, and those I've covered in another video where I talk about important quests to do in between level 60 to 70, and this video can be found in the description. At level 68, I will immediately head to Deadwind Pass and start the Carousel Attunement in front of the raid. We will be doing different quests in the open world and head into dungeons to collect different items, and these objectives rewards us a lot of experience, which is why I prefer to do them while leveling up instead of waiting until level 70. Besides during the Carousel Attunement, then you should quest in Netherstorm and Shadowmoon Valley, and of course focus on the factions you need the most. So if there's a dungeon you can spam for reputation to unlock a rare or epic item, well, then you should be doing so. By the time you reach max level, there will be so many different things to do. Luckily, I've covered everything in another video, which can be found on my channel. And this is just one out of many useful Burning Crusade videos you should be watching on my channel. Soon I'll publish a lot more you definitely don't want to miss, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified. As always, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day. Peace.